he was assertive. Being meek does not mean that you feel inferior. It means that you die to self. One of the prominent motivational speakers say that the greatest battle that you can win in life is the battle against self. When you fight self and subdue it, then you are victorious in life. And so you must demonstrate meekness if at all you want to be as harmless as a dove. Jesus Christ is one of the persons who was described as a meek person. That meekness was revealed in his activity. But one of the things that you note about Jesus Christ is that he was assertive. Therefore, being meek does not mean being assertive. It means winning a battle against self. The moment you can win a battle against self, then you are in for the next journey of success. Now, the last thing that is very important if at all you want to demonstrate a character that is as harmless as dove is that aspect of integrity. Someone described integrity as doing the right thing at all times, whether someone is there or not. Now, another person also said in a mathematical term, saying integrity is the alignment of accountability, competence, and ethical requirement minus corruption. And so it's important that you possess what we call integrity. One of the aspects of integrity, that aspect of living according to your profession. One of the most important person in this world, Mahatma Gandhi, once said, a story describes him saying that one day a woman went to him asking him, share with my son that he may stop taking sugar, that sugar is harmful to his health. Then Mahatma Gandhi told him, I'm going to tell your child, I'll inform him, but give me 1 month. The woman got angry because Mahatma Gandhi decided to postpone the advice for 1 month, not knowing that Mahatma Gandhi at that time had not reformed in terms of taking sugar. So he had to reform. Then after reforming, he could now tell the child that, consumption of sugar is harmful to your life. That is the integrity that we need in this life. You cannot tell people to do something that you yourself cannot do. That requires 3 basic important elements. Accountability. Successful people in this world become accountable to their colleagues or even to their cliques. It is said that it is important for you to have at least 5 people to whom you can account to. That accountability, which can be achieved even by 360 degrees framework, where you look at your stakeholders, the stakeholders of your enterprise, and you give them an opportunity to give you feedback. That is what we mean by accountability. Now, you must also demonstrate competence. You must build yourself, sharpen yourself, your skill. Someone once said that the richest place in this world is the graveyard, because there we have ideas that were never explored by people. Now, because we have ideas that were never explored by people in the graveyard, they die having their ideas unfulfilled. But for you to fulfill your dream successfully, you must build your potential. You are born a leader, and so you need to build the skill of leadership. You are born to have certain bias in what you can do in this life. And the moment you realize that you have that bias, you need to build that skill. Building that skill requires that either you go for formal education or you read books. Probably you read common men in this world read one book a year. But if you want to be a special person in this life, it's important that you read a book in a week. If you can't read a book in a week, read a book in a fortnight. If you can't read a book in a fortnight, read a book in a month. If you can't read a book in a month, read a book in 2 months. And if you can't read a book in 2 months, read a book in a quarter of a year. Don't just be as common men who read one book in a year. Self-proclaimed, self-made millionaires in this world have made themselves millionaires because they have read books. They have educated themselves by reading books. They have brought mentors from outside the world, brought them into their libraries. So as they read the books of those mentors speak to them directly. That's very important for you. If you want to build your competence, you must be ready to read books. And also, listen to the deepest instincts of your heart. Always, don't focus on being photocopies of other people. Always listen to the deepest instincts, the deepest feelings of your heart. Someone once said, as matters of love are, where you know that you love someone, even though someone has not told you that you love him or you love her. The same way is the pursuit of this life, the dreams of this life. You must look for it, and when you find it, focus on it and pursue it, because you know right deep down in your heart that this is what you are made to pursue. The third very important thing is ethical requirement. When you want to build integrity, you must be ethical. In this life, it is said that a stable man stands on 2 feet. One of the feet is piety and the other one is ethics. When one has piety and lacks ethics, that person has a problem in spirituality. When another person has ethics and lacks piety, that person is becoming a moralist who will face challenges of a sad life in this life. So it's important that you must have ethics. You must stand by the ethical requirements in your field of profession, ethical requirement in your field of study, ethical requirements in your field of spirituality, ethical requirements in your field of physical endeavors, ethical requirements in the ideals of the society. You must have these ethical requirements. You must live by them if you want to show that you have integrity. And the last thing about integrity is you must be a person who hates sin, hates corruption. In this world, even in our country today, we know that corruption has wrecked many institutions in this country. Our roads are faced with policemen who are standing just waiting for 50 shillings to drop from the vehicle. We are faced with people who are officers in the government but are doing business so that they have conflicts of interest. There is a lot of corruption. We have people in this world who want promotion but they have to pay something. That character must end in this world. If at all you want to be as harmless as dove, you must demonstrate purity by showing that you hate corruption. That's why I like PLO, because in his endeavors in this life, he works to fight corruption in all his endeavors. And it's my prayer for you that as you pursue life, you realize that we need the 7 keys of influence if at all you want to succeed in life. You must be as wise as serpent, and you must be as harmless as dove. And to be as wise as serpent, you must understand people. Number 1. You must understand systems. Number 2. you must be competent enough to share. Number 3, you must be competent enough to dodge. And for you to be as harmless as dove, you must be pure enough, demonstrate purity in your life. Number 2, you must be meek, die to self. And number 3, you must show that you are a person of integrity. I wish you the best in your pursuit of excellence, in your pursuit of life excellence. And when you want to influence people, make sure you pursue it fully with the 7 keys of influence. Thank you, and may God bless you.